Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be talking about pros and cons of tongue piercings and the healing process a little bit. I have a lot better quality because I got the new iPhone 11 and my other phone shattered when I was at work, so I had to go get a new phone. But this is what my tongue piercing looks like right now. And as you can see at the top, it's a little bit, it's like ripped on my tongue. And it's ripped because when it was healing, I would play with it, and it's a really, really bad habit. And so I would play with it over and over, like just do this. And it ripped my tongue because it wasn't healed all the way. So if you do get your tongue pierced, do not play with it while it's healing. It will rip like mine did. It's not ripped all the way, but at the top it's ripped and you can see it. So when it's healing, basically you can't really eat for probably a week or two. I would eat soup, pudding, popsicles, anything that wasn't hard or chewy. And then about a week after I got my piercing done, I had, what did I have? Freebirds. I had a burrito from Freebirds, and I would just take little pieces and then put it in the back, like back here, and just chew it with my back teeth. And I would try to swallow it, and it was a lot easier. But it's gotten a lot easier. A con would be whenever you're eating, definitely I would be careful until you're used to it, because you can actually bite on your piercing itself and it really hurts. I've done it a few times. Okay, so with the biting the piercing itself, there's a few factors that can be involved. If you do bite it, I've heard you can chip a tooth with it. I haven't done it, like it's not happened to me, but I don't know any other person that it's happened to. But I've heard other people say, "Oh, hey, be careful! Like you can chip your tooth." I've never chipped my tooth from that though. Also, if you do accidentally bite on it, and you have a plastic ring in, it can break and you can accidentally swallow it. So you have to be careful with that too. Another con is if you play with it a lot, you can actually accidentally unscrew one of the balls to your tongue rings, and you can accidentally swallow it. And that hasn't happened to me before yet, but I have changed them, and it's been really hard to actually screw that ball off. So another con would actually be that it moves over time. So I have some friends that have tongue piercings, and theirs is where mine is, right here. And over time, like say in a year or two, it might be down here. And it just moves down your tongue over time. You can't really see much of a difference. Like it doesn't look like your tongue is split. On my friends' tongues when they have their piercing, but it has moved for them, and I'm kind of worried it'll move for me. But anyways, let's go on to the pros. There's not very many pros. One pro is it looks cute. I really like it. Another pro is it heals really fast. It's one of the fastest healing parts of your body. So it takes about a week to 2 weeks to heal. And then also you can actually hide it. Like me talking right now, you can't really see it. But if I stick my tongue out, obviously you can see it. But that's really all I can think of for pros and cons. But during the healing process, I wasn't able to talk for a while. Like, I could talk, but you couldn't really understand what I was saying. And I had a lisp for a very long time, and I was really worried that it wouldn't go away. But it went away, like, it was about a week, or no, not a week. It was about a month. It took a month for it to go away. And I had a very bad lisp. My friends were all making fun of me, and they were telling me like different words to say and stuff like that. But I had a lisp. I couldn't eat much. I would always go to Sonic. My friend Jeremiah would always bring me to Sonic, and we would always get slushies from there, because that would be like the one thing that just felt so good on my piercing. Also, mouthwash. Whenever it's gonna be really hard to brush your teeth, and it's gonna hurt super bad, but there's a mouthwash that you can use. My friend gave me the rest of hers, but it's a mouthwash. It's green, and it does not have alcohol in it. You need to make sure whenever you use mouthwash, it does not have alcohol in it, because if it does, then it'll chew away at your piercing and it won't heal. And that was my problem. I had mouthwash that did have alcohol in it, and my mom had actually gotten it for me, and I was not able. It hurt super bad. Like it would start bleeding, and I couldn't do anything about it, and I didn't know what to do. So I asked my friend that has a tongue piercing, and she told me, do not use a mouthwash with alcohol in it. And that's the reason why I was bleeding. But I started using the mouthwash she gave me with 0 alcohol in it, and it helped a lot. And that's about it. I mean, I got a bunch of tongue piercing or tongue rings from the store. I got some glow-in-the-dark ones. They're plastic, so I don't keep them in for very long. I do have these ones that are like splatter paint on them, which I have in right now, but they like chip off. It's okay, hi, Mom. And this is my little sister. And they kind of just like chipped off, so it looks all white right now. So I really just change it whenever I'm just like going somewhere, like somewhere out nice or something. But it's all, you can see where it had color right there. But yeah, that's about it. So I'm editing this right now, and I also forgot to add that another con is after a while, when you have your tongue piercing, down here is gonna hurt really bad. And it's basically where the ball is to your tongue ring, and it actually creates kind of like a hole in your gums, and that way the ball can just fit perfectly inside of your gums right there. So it'll hurt for a while, and then you kind of just it kind of just goes away. But that is something that does actually hurt while the healing process is involved. My tongue piercing is actually healed all the way now, so I don't really have to worry about that. It doesn't hurt. It never hurts at all. I haven't bitten it in a while too. I've started to get used to eating, so I don't really have to worry about that right now. A lot of people like to take theirs out while they eat. I mean, you can do that, but I wouldn't do that until your tongue ring is completely healed. I don't do that. I'm just used to eating while I have it in. You can have it out for I mean, I have some friends that'll take their piercing out and leave it out for weeks and then just put it right back in like nothing ever happened. And it doesn't just close up really fast like that. I keep mine in. A lot of people say it's annoying over time, like having it in your mouth like all the time and you can just feel it. And I don't, sometimes I forget that it's even there. Like I play with it all the time. It's a habit, but sometimes I don't play with it, and then I just forget that it's even there. But I love it overall. Share and comment, and I'm going to drop my Instagram and Snapchat at the bottom. And go ahead and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.